those of you who don't know me, my name is Erika Stewart, formerly Richardson, and I am Casey's best friend. Can we get a quick round of applause of how amazing Casey and Ron look tonight? So good. So good. A little fun fact before I get started. When Casey and I were kids, we used to write each other crazy long messages in our birthday cards for this really unspoken game of who can make who cry at their birthday party in front of everyone while opening gifts, which was equal parts of embarrassing and thoughtful at the age of 10. However, although tonight is not your birthday, Casey, I'm about to win this game once and for all. Casey and I have too many memories to count. We've been best friends for over 20 years now, and we don't plan on stopping at any point of time. My dad used to say, "You girls will be in your rockers when you're 80 still laughing the way you do now." And I fully believe that and cannot imagine a better retirement plan. We talk nearly every day, and sometimes when the missed days turn to weeks, I'm shaking so bad. Okay, thank you. As soon as we get together, it's like we haven't even skipped a beat. The only fight we had was about a bear/dog stuffed animal and what kind of creature it truly was. This was years ago, of course. I said bear, Casey said dog, and round and round we went, trying to convince each other the other one was right. Eventually, it almost was like a screaming match. And so what we ended up doing, please hold that for me, for real, is we picked up a leprechaun toy, and all we said was, "Well, you know what? I'm a little leprechaun." And then our fight just ended right there. That's it, done, easy. That's how all fights should go. Well, anyway, Casey, you are wild, hilarious, so beautiful, and such an easy person to be spontaneous with. You're everything I've always wanted to be, and you've definitely changed my life for the better, and I thank you for that. All of my best memories as a kid involved Casey, from going to Cedar Point each summer to walking to CVS for snacks with pockets filled with coins, to dance classes, to making Carson Daly TRL videos in our parents' basements, singing our brains out. There's three constants when Casey and I are together. We laugh really hard, we eat way too much, and we dance like the world is going to end. I'm so glad we had each other as teens as well. She would be my voice of, "Let's just live life," and she got me out of my shell. It's hard not to feel weightless with Casey. You just feel in the present time. If the world had more of Casey, we would be a lot happier. I couldn't repay you ever for the countless family pool days, for the Thirsty Thursday barn nights, and the cruising around listening to Celine Dion on max volume, belting out lyrics, like we did today. We were just girls who lived really a lot. We laughed too hard, we sang too loud, and we danced like the world was gonna end. When I went away to Grand Valley, I missed Casey like crazy. And honestly, the best part about going away to school was coming back to my ray of sunshine. I met Ron over winter break one year after knowing about him and hearing about him for weeks, and I couldn't wait to see what the fuss was all about. What's going on with this guy? We went out to Snoopy's bar, grabbed a couple of drinks, and we hit the jukebox hard. Needless to say, the friendship between myself and Ron just started out just right. I felt like I knew Ron for years, and he seemed to just be the perfect fit for Casey. It was comforting knowing that Casey had someone as her partner who would dance with her and make her laugh while I was still away. Okay, that's almost done, I promise. After graduating, I was thrilled to be roommates with Casey and Gwen. I remember getting to the Center Street house at 1 a.m. with my dad to move in all of my stuff from Grand Rapids. Gwen didn't move in just yet, so she wasn't there, but Ron was. Casey and I were throwing boxes in my room while my dad and Ron moved the turtle tank into the house. Immediately after everything was inside, Casey demanded, "It's celebration time!" So we headed over to Diablo's for shots and speeches about why we loved each other. I don't think I ever told either one of you, but that was the best home-warming gift I've ever had in my life. I really felt excited to be home. We laughed really hard, we drank way too much, and we danced a lot. A few months later, I came home from work, went to change, and came out to the kitchen to find Casey sitting at the kitchen table really sad. I asked her what was going on. I knew Ron had gone back to Chicago for school, and they had some sort of fight before they left. All Casey could mutter was, "I just have to go see him. I just need to see Ron." I knew in that moment there was nothing I could say, no song I could put on, and I couldn't even say, "I'm a little leprechaun," to cheer her up. I will always remember this because it was the defining moment for me. I knew Ron completed Casey and Casey completed Ron, and they needed each other. Their chemistry is just far too strong, and they keep each other laughing. I knew my best friend was in deep, deep love, and she needed her other best friend, Ron. When Casey came back from Chicago after visiting, she was glowing and giddy all over again. These two were made for each other. They are complete soulmates. The way they care for and love for one another is beyond words. And seeing them grow together since 2011 has been such an inspiration. People do change. Sometimes people grow slowly apart for a brief period of time, especially when a relationship is started out at such a young age. But like the old saying goes, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's meant to be. Undoubtedly, Casey and Ron are perfect for one another. Their sense of humor, the way they enjoy life by extracting the happiness from the simplest of things, and the way they show their emotions is so admirable. I love hearing all their stories about camping, concerts, heck, even a normal day at your house. Because those stories constantly prove why they're just so amazing together and why they should be married. In summer, good gracious, that beautiful daughter Summer of yours is just shaping out to be the perfect human in the world. And her childhood is out of this world because she has two badass parents. Seriously. So, if anyone is ever needing to feel loved and get some weight lifted, stop by the Markovich house, just to live a little in the present time and feel surrounded by acceptance. So if everyone will raise your glass with me to tonight, let's celebrate the joining of the new Mr. and Mrs. Markovich the way Casey and Ron like to celebrate. Let's laugh too much, let's sing really loud, and let's dance like the world's on fire. Cheers, guys.